That's awesome. What do you think? Good? All right, so welcome. This is Game 3 of HCC Baseball Navy Gold Fall Series. This is the final game. Got on a little bit late, a little bit of technical difficulties with the heat on some of our cameras, and then we're back on with Wi-Fi, but we've been keeping track. We're on the top of the first. We're 2 runs in for the Navy. We're a 2-run base hit by Cam Vi. There's now 1 out. Justin Kenyon is starting for the goal, and the scoreboard is now 13-10. Again, if you haven't watched the first 2 games, what they're doing here, and they're playing 3 games this week here at the New York Yankees minor league complex in Tampa, is they're doing cumulative runs scored in the 3 games. So they're going to attempt to play a 7-inning game today, which they should be able to. It's a beautiful day out. They had to cut the Monday or the Tuesday and Friday games short in inning to only 6 innings because of lack of sunlight. So right now we have Jake Griffith, the left fielder, up for the Navy with 1 out, runner at first, 2 runs already in on the Cam Vi single. And that'll be all 4. And we are on field 3 here, I believe, which is different. We were on field 2 the last 2 games. So this field is interesting because there's no dugout. So we're basically in between both squads as they sit underneath the kind of a modified dugout behind home plate here. So you're going to catch a lot of dugout chatter with our mics and stuff, which is good. But a lot of the players have been very helpful with lineups, working the game changer and counts, and a little background on players and stuff like that. So we appreciate everybody here at HCC, especially head coach Javi Miranda for having us out, and as we do kind of a trial run for these 3 games this week, and see how many games we can do in the spring in their home schedule as they get back to spring college baseball. And that is the players having fun playing an organ. They were the sounds of an organ.
What's that dude right here, JP?
So they call him JP instead of Justin. So JP Kenyon, pitcher, freshman pitcher for the Gold. Got a little bit of trouble here at the top of the first. 2 runs in, 2 runners on, 1 out. We got Michael Marin. Almost like a hockey game too.
Come on, Mike, you win the battle.
Count goes full, I believe. And same as it's been all week, the players that are not able to play, usually when they're on IR, they are serving as umpires, and it looks like there's just 1 umpire out there. And he's for the Gold. Or at least he's from the Gold squad, but that will be ball 4. Marin. You're now bases loaded, 1 out, with Nico Montez, a right fielder, coming up. And when we get a little bit of a mound visit, we'll go around the horn for the Gold. First, Luis Menendez at second. Jared Wingo at third. We've got Miguel Lariel at short. We have Alex Aguila, Jason Thomas in left. Adrian Maya in center. Wilbert Vargas, right. Aaron Dolney behind the plate, and we got JP, Justin Kenyon on the hill for the goal. So in the game, actual game scores this week, Navy won game 1 7-3. And they were up 11-10, so they lost 7-4 yesterday. The goal, they were down in the cumulative runs at one point 10-4. Amount of comeback to get within 11-10 going into today, so it's one big continuous game. But for the sake of following along here today, it is top of 1. 2 runs are in for the Navy, and they're up 13-10 now for the week in the cumulative run score format. Nico Montez at the plate, sophomore from Miami, Coral Gables, transfer from Broward.
That's a ribby.
Glad to hear an old term still in play. Ribby. So we got now 3 runs in.
Round 2. Round 2, baby.
We need to go get our stuff. Fuck.
That'll bring up for the Navy, Hunter Fitzgerald. He hit a home run yesterday for the Navy, the jet stream or not. It was well hit. He tried to hit the Tom Brady billboard right there past right center field off of Dale Mabry Highway with that swing. So this is the 8th batter of the inning that Kenyon will face. Fitzgerald will foul that off down the left field line. So he's now down 0-2. So 3 runs in, bases loaded for the Navy. So at times, that ball goes into the hole. As my broadcast partner yesterday, Mikey Paris, quoted Crash Davis from Bull Durham saying grounder with eyes, and that was definitely that in the 5-6 hole. So that's an infield hit for Fitzgerald, another run in. And what I was starting to say, this is now the 9th batter coming up for the Navy.
Keep it going, boys. Keep it going.
This will be Antonio Rodriguez, the shortstop today. And he laces one into left center. That'll get into the gap. 1 run in, 2 runs are in. Fitzgerald coming around to third. Center fielder having problems getting a handle. And Fitzgerald's going to take advantage of it. And he scores all the way from 1. I would say 2 RBIs on that. Third one I won't count as an RBI because it looks like a bobble by the center fielder for the goal. May not allow Fitzgerald to score. But it is a double, so Rodriguez will go to second. And that'll be a short outing. 7 runs. 7 runs, I think 5 of them earned because there were 2 errors.
It's like the game just started. Play the game just started.
Alright, so after the pitching change, and we had to cut our audio there for a little bit when we have music that we are not authorized to play on our live stream, so we go to dead air for a little bit. Ooh, an attempted steal by Rodriguez, thrown out by Dolney. The second out. We're now back at the top of the lineup. Marlon Sanchez, the catcher. Not the catcher, the DH. Does catch. That's how I got confused. He's back at the top. New pitcher in is Kyle Scrape from, I believe, Wiregrass Ranch up in Wesley Chapel. Yep. 6'3" lefty coming in to clean it up a little bit for JP Kenyon. So, as the guys are having a lot of fun with the organ here, it's awesome. The with live stream and stuff, so sometimes you're at the mercy of Mother Nature, heat, internet, Wi-Fi, and stuff. So at times our picture will freeze, but our audio is always on. Signals is strong as far as I know, so I'll keep talking. So it'll be like a radio broadcast. I don't know if we have any sponsors that we can talk about like on radio broadcasts. That is the third out there to deep center. So in that first inning, 7 runs in for the Navy. They now take an 18-10 lead in the cumulative runs format. As we'll take a little bit of a break here. As we now go to bottom one, Gold. First at bat of this game. This will be the final game of the week for HCC. Navy Gold Fall Series. On the hill for the Navy is Alex Cordero, the lefty. He threw a little bit near the end of the game yesterday. He hit a home run on Tuesday, 3-run home run on Tuesday. From right here, he's going to hit at some point today. He's not in the starting batting order as a hitter, but he faces Alex Aguila, center fielder for the Gold. They are now down to their biggest deficit of.
perfect. Gotta be perfect. Yes, sir. Need you on. You can speed. Good speed. Here we go. I like it.
Good swing, baby. Good swing. He's fried.
Let's go.
Ow, 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 ow.
Be ready quick.
I like it. I like it, Hunter. I like it. Ponte ready, vamos. Es mejor.
Here, baby. Need you right here. Let's go find it. No, sir. Oh. Turn it up. Turn it up. Yes, sir.
Is that for the umpire, Chava? The umpire? Three blind mice?
Hey, Speedy, see you move, kid. See you move. Take.
So leadoff walk by Gila. So we are making sure the show goes on. If you could see this. I'm sure Kavi could put that camera on. This pitch back, hit up the middle. Great play by the second baseman. Phenomenal play, actually.
Hey, we got two.
Michael Marin. Ball hit right back up the middle. Did not get him at 2. I thought he tagged the base at 2, but maybe not.
He literally saw the whole play.
He literally saw that play.
So I thought it was a double play. I thought he stepped on 2 and then threw him out at 1, but they're saying that he missed the bag at second. Segundo. A lot of Hispanic players, including my broadcast and business partner here with Stream Hive Tampa. It would be second base in Spanish. Ooh, and that's back up the middle too. Hits Cordero.
Vamos allá, póngalo a brincar. Vamos, Roque. Vamos, Roque.
Menendez.
Go, Rocket.
And I think you can hear me again as we switch headsets. Okay. So, 1 run in is the leadoff walk to Alex Aguila. Alex Cordero on the hill for the Navy. We'll get everything updated for you, everybody. So Aguila leadoff walk ends up scoring. We got 1 out on the 1-out base hit by Lariel. That went off of Cordero's leg into center. So now Luis Menendez is up, first baseman for the Gold. That'll be a called strike 3, inside corner. So the scores you see is 18-11. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is a cumulative run scored format for all 3 games. This is the Navy Gold Fall Series here for HCC baseball. And Aaron Dolney puts a charge into that in the deep right field center. Chula off the bottom of the fence for you highlight fans. That was going straight at the Tom Brady billboard on Dale Mabry Highway that a lot of the players were talking about during pregame BP. And Dolney put a charge in that. He did it at the end of the near the end of the game yesterday. So that'll be an RBI double. to score Lariel. And only got 2 back on. So it's 18-12. This will be one of the captains for the goal, Jason Thomas. He's in left field today. I don't know, but I would gather that he hits on top of the lineup, if not leads off, just based on watching him play this week. But what they're doing is they're just doing a continuous lineup. So if somebody was on deck in the last out, the previous game, they lead off this game. So in this game, he is hitting 6th. You know, mics are picking up a lot of dugout chatter. We're sitting right in between both Gold and Navy dugouts. That was a kind of a hanging outside curveball. The Cordero couldn't stay on top of it. Thomas tried to keep his hands back, still missed. So we got 2 outs, running at second here in the bottom of the first, game 3. 18-12 Navy now in the cumulative runs scored format. So Navy just go around on bases. Callie's at first, Marin's at second, Fitzgerald at third, Rodriguez in short, Griffith in left, Coakley in center, Montez in right, Cameron Vi pronounced it correctly. And it'll be strike 3. And it was Alex Cordero that was starting for the Navy that got that final out. We do want to thank, I talked to Cam briefly before the game, catcher for the Navy. They kept saying big, so I think his family is watching right there in local Riverview. They've seen look like family members, could be his parents that had followed our pages. And we will decrease the volume now.
Yo, I nigga hit a bomb, bro. Chill out.
Come back here in the top of the second. First pitch swinging by Caleb Calley, first baseman for the Navy, grounds out to short. You're going to get, at times, like I had said in the last inning, some of our camera angles are freezing up. We're trying to protect them in the sun here, in the heat, and just the angle here on this field. But audio is always on, so at times it'll just be like a radio broadcast. You won't be able to see it or see it continuously or with just one camera angle. But we are working on that feverishly.
It's a little out and up.
In the meantime, we're in top second. If you can't see this, catcher Cameron Vi, almost messed up his name again, from nearby Riverview High School, at the south shore of the county. He got everything started in the first inning. A 2-run base hit to left. And that led to 7 runs in the first inning for the Navy. Gold came back with 2 in the bottom of the first. So they're down just 6 now for the cumulative runs scored for the week at 18-12. Ball gets away. Still pitching for the Gold will be Kyle Scrate, lefty from Wiregrass Ranch High School up in Wesley Chapel. Ball is hit fairly deep down right, but foul. So a lot of the noises you hear, I mean, the players are controlling the sounds and stuff on the speaker, and whoever's doing it is right on cue. Obviously not the first time. Scrape misses inside. That'll be a 1-out walk to Vi. Cam Coakley will come to the plate. Switch hitter, formerly from Steinbrenner High School, Coach Brumley. Then transferred back to the area after being up in DeLand at Stetson. It's Coakley starting in center field. Today, as this is game 3 of the Navy Gold Fall Series here for Hillsborough Community College Baseball Program, HCC Hawks. So Vi at first, Coakley at the plate. A lot of local flavor here with runner at first, the batter and the pitcher all in this greater Tampa area. That ball was drifting back in. Looked like it was going out of play, and it came back in. It was a good run and catch by Luis Menendez for the goal for out number 2. So now up will be Jake Griffith.
Let's go, Jake, stay high.
He's the left fielder today, starting left for the Navy. As there's 2 outs, 18-12, runner at first.
Hey, help, baby. Nope.
Ball misses high.
How'd that fly ball look?
We do want to thank, since we're talking about local flavor here, at one point in the inning, Coach Valledo from Alonzo High School. When Jared Guthrie was here yesterday, our friend from 813preps.com, near the very end of the game, he had pointed to his phone about somebody that was watching, and we were doing a million things, and I didn't get a chance to thank Coach Valledo, 2-time state champ for the Alonzo Ravens. We appreciate his support watching some HCC inter-squad baseball here in November.
I know.
Be anxious to be back,
All the one-time thing.
not only here for the spring, possibly for some high school baseball, as we get back to some sort of normalcy, high school sports and college sports.
Good take.
As all of us are pretty happy that 2021 is coming up here in 6 weeks. 2020 has been interesting, to put it lightly. Yeah. Griffith will hit it out to his field counterpart, left field, for the 3rd out. So pretty quietly there in the 2nd. For Scrape. It's only strands 1. As we're going to the middle of the 2nd, it's still 18-12 Navy in the HCC Baseball Navy Gold Fall Series in the cumulative run score format.
boy.
Good. So lead off here at the bottom of 2. This will be the second baseman, former Plant City Raider, Jared Wingo. That's going to be a base hit into right center for Wingo, as it's a 6-run deficit in the cumulative runs scored format this week for HCC Baseball Navy Gold Fall Series. We got a new pitcher in the game, too, for the Navy, local product from Gaither, Roy Piguero. And he was talking a little bit with Jarrett Guthrie yesterday before the game, so it's good to see Roy, a fellow Gaither Cowboy, is my partner here with Stream Live Tampa. Javier Nunez, class of '95. So Wingo at first, leadoff single. Now at the plate, we've got Alex Garcia, down in Southwest Florida from Fort Myers area. Piguero in the game on the hill. Piguero's a little high. You didn't see as he was warming up before this half inning. It's the first time I've seen it. He hit our camera that is right here behind home plate on the backstop. This is a netting backstop. He knocked it right over, and that will be strike 2 on Garcia. Tried to deke that one. So yeah, Wingo at first, leadoff single. Bottom 2 here in game 3. Gold is down 6. Cumulative run scored format, and that is the walk that Garcia thought he was going to get in the previous pitch. So it is now first and second as Wilbert Vargas from across the bay, East Lake High School. Will come up to face Piguero. Vargas, the Bizarro Newman for Seinfeld fans. Thank you, Mikey Paris, from yesterday. So we'll see what the Gold can do. There's nothing there, nothing at 2. Wingo at second, Garcia at 1. Vargas at the plate. And I heard Segunda, which is second. Oh, and a bunt right down the first baseline.
Y'all really bunting down like 8?
Since when are you a team guy?
So somebody
First time I heard that.
barking from the peanut galleries, and you guys really bunting down 8 when they're down 6. But still, got no outs. He might beat that out. So Piguero will try to deal to Vargas. And he's going to try it again. He pulls back. A 1-1. So what I was saying was he, at worst case, at least would get the runners into scoring position. They can still scratch and claw like they did yesterday, but he might have been able to beat that out. So we'll see what Vargas tries to do here. Keeps the hands back. That ball gets away from Vi. Right here in front of us. So runners advance second, third, and pass ball.
Here we go. There you go, Cam. You good?
Gets the outside corner on that one. It's 2-2. So we're set up here. Eventually we'll get the camera in front of us on so you can, not that you need to see me, but you can kind of see where we're set up directly behind home plate. Maybe we'll take some pictures here and we'll post on our pages. But we're in the midst of both teams because there's no true dugouts here in Field 3 here at the Yankees minor league complex, which is obviously called Babe Ruth Field. And a lot of the players, they're not, I guess they are kind of combined. You know, this is one big baseball program, about 40 kids right now. But they are cheering on their teammates and being competitive at the same time. They do want to win. There's no doubt about it. Both sides want to win. But a lot of it is trying to help Pagero. They're talking about arm angle, arm slot, and all that. So good to see. We'll see what the big righty from Gaither can do here. It's listed at 6'7", 280. Ooh. Gets Vargas swinging at something bad. So 1 out on the strikeout. We'll go back to the top of the order for this game. This will be Alex Aguila, center fielder, I believe. Nope, shortstop, excuse me, for the goal. As our technical staff is out working on a couple camera angles, trying to get them back up. It looks like we just have one camera angle. So I'll do as best I can to describe the action. We get second and third, 1 out. Gold is down 6. Roy Pagero on the hill for the blue, or for the Navy. Aguila is a transfer from VCU, Junior Commonwealth. Coach Javi Miranda had texted me the other day saying he's got about 6 or 7 transfers into the program this year. So that's JUCO baseball. That's JUCO athletics, actually. JUCO baseball here in Florida is very highly competitive, and a lot of that is due to former D1, D2 players from within the state and outside the state coming back, trying to look for opportunities as they continue to develop. And there's an interesting play by the first baseman, up 6, and it's going to work as they get the lead runner. It looked like just a routine grounder to 1. They were going to succeed the run, or concede, I should say. And first baseman Caleb Kelly threw home to Vi, and they got the lead runner. I think he thought he was just going to score easily, and Wingo gets tagged out at third. Batter will now advance to second, so they just exchange places. So runners at second, third. The only thing about that is it's an extra out. So we'll see. I'll go down as a fielder's choice at 3-2-5 in the book. He's out. He's at third. He's at second. Now we got Adrian Maya, South Florida. See if Pagero can get out of this and not standard fashion. Hasn't been pretty. Hasn't found the strike zone very much. And no runs are in. He's getting a little help from his defense, which is always help. It's always the key. So Pagero's going to deal to Maya here in the bottom of the second. Goals down 6 in the cumulative runs scored format. 18-12. That might fall into right center, and it will. And that'll get 2 runs in. Big 2-out base hit by Maya. And we jinxed Pagero. So Maya gets the goal now within 4. With that 2-run base hit. This is, as with many baseball programs in Florida, and especially here in the Tampa area, it is a very predominant Hispanic heritage roster there at HCC. I mean, Coach Javi Miranda is the head coach. And a lot of these kids are speaking Spanish and English behind us. So we're picking up on some. I know I can go around the horn. You got primero, segundo, tercera, and Sona is at home. I believe I just said first, second, third from Spanish-speaking students that I have. So we got a stolen base there by Maya. So they got another runner in scoring position for the goal. Down 4 runs on the week. So you'll see 18-14. That is cumulative runs scored for the week. So anybody that is tuning in that has not watched, as we've got a third baseman, Miguel Lariel from Orlando, Boone High School in Orlando. We at the plate with Maya at second.
No hands.
That's Picaro. Keeping Maya honest at second. Probably should just work on the batter. Got 2 outs. And he gets Ariel on the breaking ball. So minimal damage.
Who we got up?
2 runs in for the goal. At the end of 2, they pull within 4 runs at 18-14.
Top 3 inning.
As we will turn the sound down with some music.
Let's go.
Hey, I'm good to go.
Bro, you gotta make. I make it.
The line a little bit. Usually you should line up like in line with the bags. And then if they get down, if you have like a righty up and they're down like 1-2, then you can move like up and towards the line.
New pitcher.
All right, so welcome everybody watching on Stream Live Tampa. This is Jim Delaney. And for my broadcast partner here and our technical director, Gabriel Nunez, we want to thank everybody here at HCC, Hillsborough Community College here in Tampa, Florida, especially head coach Javi Miranda for having us out here. As Coach Miranda and Stream Live Tampa, we've figured we'd do a little trial run this week. This is the Navy Gold Fall Series for their baseball program. And how it's working, there are 3 games that they've played this week. They played a 6-inning game on Tuesday, a 6-inning game last night, and they're going to go 7 innings, and even some rumors they might go 9 innings today as they split their 40-man roster down the middle. There's about a handful that are on the injured reserve, and they are playing a cumulative runs scored format. And right now the Navy leads 18-14 as we approach the top of the 3rd inning here in Game 3. The Navy got 7 runs in the top of the 1st. And since then, the Gold has scratched and clawed their way back. Now they're only within 4. We got a new pitcher in the game for the Gold, which looks like Bubba Herrick, local product down at Riverview High School. Went up to JU for a little bit. Jacksonville University has transferred back. He's one of the captains for the Gold. He'll be the 3rd pitcher in today's game for the Gold. And leading off for the Navy is a hard hit ball. Nice diving attempt by Lariel at 3rd, but it goes into left.
Hey, Mike.
Who that is? Not on here. No. A runner. Nice. We're gonna take the picture for the Navy, Roy Picaro, for getting us up to speed. We got a little jersey change. Oh, and that would have been an interesting time to get the right name if he almost got picked off first. That throw by Dolney was plenty of time, but it was a little wide. So the leadoff single by Michael Marin starts it off for the Navy here. Nico Montez at the plate.
What did you say? Come on. Joppa, what do you got on that? Sean, you're next.
Mikey. There's no way. Sean, you're actually.
So we got a pickoff at first.
Sean, are you watching? Yeah.
So we got one out here. As Herrick misses outside.
Y el primera base, cuando hay hombre y tira, si la puedes coger, pero la dejo.
We got Bubba Herrick on the hill for the gold. Gets that strike in. And Herrick is still very demonstrative on the hill. As my partner yesterday, Mikey Paris, said there was a pitcher yesterday, reminded him of Troy Percival, and that's exactly this. Same thing. Hat coming off, hair flying. Fitzgerald comes up. He had an RBI single and scored back in the first.
Nope.
Couple of misses on first pitch. Hunter Fitzgerald comes up, third baseman. Fitzgerald, a transfer in from Florida Southern out in Lakeland. Gold has a little bit of momentum here. They've gotten back into the game, only down 4, and they brought in Herrick, one of the captains for the Gold. And so far, so good outside of that first. That first batter got a base hit. He ended up picking off. Herrick wanted that one, didn't get it. So we got a couple. It's a matchup here. Hitter against pitcher. A couple four-year school transfers. Batter Fitzgerald transferred to HCC from Florida Southern. And pitcher Herrick transferred back to the local area from Jacksonville University. And let's add the catcher to it, Dolney. He's transferred here from University of Nebraska. Again, junior college athletics, especially in baseball here in Florida. A lot of former four-year school players looking to get chances. So we got Fitzgerald against Herrick. He gets a high fastball. It's hit down the left field line. Tailing foul. That ball is hit high in the air to left field. Jason Thomas hauls that one in for the third out. So at the end of 2.5, or middle of 3, I should say, it's still 18-14 Navy for the cumulative run scored format as we are here at the minor league complex for the New York Yankees here in Tampa, Florida. As Roy Perguero will go back out there for his second inning for the Navy, local product from Gaither. And his battery mate is also a local product from Riverview High School, Cam Vi. 4-run lead for the Navy. Coming up for the Gold. Looks like we'll have Menendez, Dolney, Thomas, 4, 5, 6. As we are in Game 3, about almost halfway through Game 3 if they play 7 of HCC, Hillsborough Community College, the Hawks, Navy Gold Fall Series. A little November baseball for you. Asking a lot of the players before the game today during pregame, you know, how competitive they've been, not just skill-wise playing on the field, so they're just really pumped to play some games. They only played 2 games, really. Navy's played 1, the Gold has played 1 against other schools in the area based on different guidelines that athletic programs are having to follow in college athletics. So they're not playing a lot of other schools right now. They're doing a lot of scrimmages and things like that, but these are the most competitive games that they've had, they said. It's playing Navy versus Gold here for Coach Javi Miranda, taking over his first year as head coach. He's been on staff here for a handful of years, I believe, here in Tampa for HCC Hawks. Leading off for the Gold is Luis Menendez, first baseman. Piguero misses high outside. Doesn't stay on top of the breaking ball, misses high, 2-0 to Menendez, who struck out looking back in the first. Swings at a ball on outside corner, pops it up, short right center. Second baseman Marin hauls that ball in for the first out. Next up is Aaron Dolney, who had a double in the first inning, a 2-run double. Excuse me, it was an RBI double. He's the catcher today. Transfer in from the University of Nebraska. Interesting. He can pitch. He's a right-handed pitcher. He's a catcher. Hits left-handed. So Piguero against Dolney here in bottom of 3, 1 out. Piguero is struggling a little bit. He's getting some outs, but he doesn't look as overpowering as he normally does. So Dolney takes it right back up the middle. They were playing him perfectly. So that'll be a 6-3. As the shortstop Rodriguez, basically playing behind the bag almost. So now we got JT. 9, Jason Thomas, one of the captains for the Gold. That was first pitch back. Thompson, another transferred in here last year from FIU. He's from down in the Miami area. Thomas swinging for the fences on that one. 0-2. So Piguero can get out of this. Doesn't have his best stuff today. But he's got the first 2 outs here in the third as the Gold continue to try to mount a comeback, down 4 runs in the cumulative run scored format. High fastball hit the short. Another good play by Rodriguez. Short hop. And Thomas, hustling all the way, almost beat that out. So 1-2-3 for Piguero on the third. As we will go to the fourth here in Game 3 of the Navy Gold Fall Series for HCC Baseball. And it is 18-14, the overall score total of the Navy in the lead. Okay, so we're back here in the top of the fourth, 4-run lead in the cumulative runs scored format for the Navy. As we have a new pitcher and a new catcher in for the Gold. Pitcher is Mason Robertson. Tall lefty out of Ontario, Canada. And that is a pop up to short center, and it falls in off the bat of, that's perfect, off the bat of Antonio Rodriguez. It was a pop up in a short center, deep short, whatever you want to call it. Shortstop went back. Again, communication at any level. Falls in. One of the Navy teammates chimed in perfectly, said that's why you hustle. So Rodriguez goes to second. Falls in. Again, we have a new pitcher, Mason Robertson out of Canada, a new catcher, Fabian Kovacs from France. We got a little international connection in the battery here for the Goal, as Marlon Sanchez is now up for the Navy. So we got a lead off. I guess it'll go in as a double. Didn't hit anybody. We want to thank Jessica Scrape for commenting on our Facebook page as she was watching a relative, I don't know if it was son, nephew, pitching in a previous inning. It was Kyle Scrape from the Wesley Chapel area. He's out of Wiregrass Ranch. Now we got a new pitcher, Mason Robertson from Ontario, Canada. New catcher from France. And the batter is Marlon Sanchez. So we got a leadoff double by Rodriguez. Sanchez at the plate as Robertson will work. Oh my. Not sure where he was trying to hit that. I think he's trying to hit the wing house there across Columbus. So he had a runner at second, less than 2 outs. Up 4. Stopped by Kovacs. Speaking of Kovacs being in the game, one of his relatives, not sure exactly who, we want to thank that person for subscribing to our YouTube channel. I did see that early this morning. So that means possibly watching from across the pond in Europe. Also want to thank it didn't catch a name, but the grandmother of Jose Fulgencio, who's out today for the Gold. He said his grandmother was watching from the Dominican Republic yesterday. He was all excited, said she was excited, never gets to see her grandson play, so we're happy that we could provide that option. So now we got first and second here for the Navy. Kovacs tried to. So we'll have Caleb Cali transferring from Florida State. He's playing first for the Navy today. He's up here in the fourth, first and second.
Ooh, good cut, good cut. Come on. Good cut, baby. Come on, see ball, hit ball. Make it simple. Hey, it's got to be room surface. Come on.
Dude, we got two fantastic cliches right here. One of them's really not. One of them's the truth. See ball, hit ball. Pete Rose used to say.
Yeah, boy, there you go, there you go. Have that mentality, baby.
The other one was room service.
Come on, pure focus right now. Pure focus. Go, baby. Hold the pressure. Come on, kids. Go, Ocho. Good cut, good cut. Good cut. Cali. Have a plan, baby. Have a plan.
I'm not sure if any of our mics are picking up these guys because they're 10 feet from us to the left. The Navy, part of the guys on the bench for the Navy here.
Go, Cali, babe.
We're just letting them cheer on their teammate, Caleb Cowley, saying, room service right here, looking for a pitch that's yours. That's what you want. That's what you ordered. So we got a walk to Cowley. Looks like we have some defensive changes for the Gold. The first 3 batters are on, but that walk to Cowley makes it bases loaded here in the 4th. And I'll bring up Cam Vi, who started all of the scoring today for the Navy, much less the game. On the top of the 1st with a 2-run base hit to left. So Vi comes up here with no outs, bases loaded. There have been some changes for the Gold. We'll keep an eye on those in the field. And Vi tags that one dead center. That'll get a run in. Everybody advances up. Little delayed tag at first. Good piece of base running by Cali. Simple. Get him on, get him over, get him in, kind of, with bases loaded. So Vi with the sac fly to center. Rodriguez will tag and score. Sanchez goes to third. And when the throw went into third, Kylie with a little delayed tag goes into second. So we got sac by center. And they walk Coakley. Right, is it a walk? They intentionally walk him? Look like it. So we got 1 out, bases loaded. Jake Griffith at the plate for the Navy. Left fielder for today's game. It's Robertson in a big hole here. 1 run is already in. He's got bases loaded. Only 1 out, and he's behind 1-0 on Griffith.
Good eye, Jake. Good eye, Jake. There, right? Come on, 1-7. Come on, Jake.
Robertson will deal to Griffith. Outside, tried to pull that pitch. Swing and a miss.
Gotta have coaching helmet.
Ball was pulled deep, way out in front of it. Foul. Ooh, it hits the fence, foul.
Straighten it out, babe.
Tell you, the right fielder, though, if that's who I think it is, Vargas, ran out of the stadium, so to speak, going after that, because that ball went through the open gate here in field 3 at the minor league complex for the Yankees, which is obviously named Babe Ruth Field. Ooh, breaking ball, taken low. Good stop by Kovacs. So we'll go bases, still bases loaded, 1 out. I believe it's a full count on Griffith. So Robertson's going to need to serve one up here. See if he can get a pop out or have him roll one over to turn it. That one is hit almost the same spot, just more on a line drive. Goes out again. Vargas leaves the field temporarily. Gets the ball back in. So Robertson versus Griffith is the battle right here. Jake Griffith has hit 2 really hard ones foul down the right field line.
Fight, Jake.
Griffith is continuing to fight. will be a bases loaded walk. They'll get another run in for the Navy as they extend their lead to 20-14. Just thank you, Nancy Soto. Good cook. I've had some empanadas from Nancy. The better half of Javier Nunez. She makes a nice comment. She's got a nice view here. We do have good quality on our cameras today. And it's getting better every game as we improve our equipment and technology. The more that we work some local events. We'll tell you after this half inning how you can have us come out and show some games, some events. Get a line drive to short. Everybody stays. That'll be 2 outs. Again, Navy is up 6 runs on the cumulative runs scored format. Do not worry about this pitch count number. We're going to actually reset this because we aren't keeping pitch counts. It just started doing it on its own. So Robertson's going to try to minimize the damage here, keep it to only 2 runs this inning. The Navy have bases loaded, 2 outs, up 6 for the week, which is how we're keeping score. 20-14 looks like a football score. As we're approaching. Ooh, and he caught him napping. Caught him napping, and with his back to the ball, not watching. And if Kovac's a little bit better throw, he picks the runner off third. I was saying it scores 20-14 for the week. It looks like a football score as we approach noon. And the first kickoffs of the college football Saturday here in November. As at the plate is Ben Migliarese, also from Riverview High School. Going up to Wallace Dothan Community College. I believe that's in Alabama. Good play by the first baseman there. They keep it fair. That'll be the 3rd out.
That was weird.
So 2 runs in. They're in the 4th. It is as we go to the middle of the 4th. Here in Game 3 of the Navy Gold Fall Series for HCC Baseball here in Tampa, Florida. The Navy squad has a 6-run lead on the week for the cumulative runs scored format. We're here on Field 3, the Babe Ruth Field, here at the Yankees complex, off Del Mabry Highway, just south of Raymond James Stadium, home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we want to thank Glenn Munford with ASTV, Amateur Sports Television, out of, I believe, Manitoba is the province. I could be mistaken, up in Canada. He has tapped into our feed lately and shown a lot of Stream Live Tampa events through Amateur Sports Television. I know we're going to do some more work with Glenn and his streaming format that he's got out of the Great White North, because he wants to get more footage out of Tampa or out of Florida. And like I had said in the last inning, how to advertise with us, simply call us. My direct number, 813-477-8429. There's different advertising opportunities, not just with our streaming, but you can be a sponsor. We have a sponsorship program that we're setting up with different levels and how that can benefit any small, medium, large-sized business. When we do get back to doing high school games, we rely solely on those sponsors, small businesses in our communities, because we do not want to have paywall and charge fans, family members, anything to watch. We want all of that being taken care of by sponsors. We can also take donations as well. We did that through the summer. Summer was rather challenging for a small business, as many small business owners experience. So we appreciate all the donations that came our way through us working with the Florida Gulf Coast League down at Lakewood Ranch. Those are always an option, obviously. And any events, any sporting events, anything like that you want us to come out to, we are about to become an official affiliate of the NFHS, the National Federation of High Schools out of Atlanta, Georgia. We've been working with our contacts up there, and we're about to announce that on social media so that we'll be able to do even more high school games here in the greater Tampa Bay area as we go to the bottom of the fourth. And Roy Piguero still in the game for the Navy. This should be Jared Wingo. Let's see if head coach Mike Fryrear, his former high school coach, Plant City High School, is watching. If he is, hey Mike, how you doing? Big fan of Stream Live Tampa, at least back in the spring and stuff, and we'll get back to showing some high school baseball, especially here in Hillsborough County. Soon as Wingo hits that pitch straight up in the air to short. Antonio Rodriguez hauls that one in. The first out here in the fourth. It's Alex Garcia comes to the plate. He's the DH. Spaghetti misses with that slider. So as far as camera formats, I don't see many of that right now from where I'm sitting. But again, with live streaming and Wi-Fi and heat and stuff like that, sometimes we'll lose a camera or two. Sometimes we'll go just audio, but show must go on. So we've been trying to keep it entertaining as the game is. This is the last game of the fall series this week. The Navy are up 6 runs, 20-14. Pitcher Roy Piguero, formerly of Gaither. Oh, nice pitch there. Good breaking ball comes in nicely on Garcia. Garcia's trying to get some sort of rally started for the Gold. They've been playing from behind all week. They got it within 1 run after yesterday's game. Ooh, that was almost like a 12-6. And then he's called third strike. The second out. And Wilbert Vargas, right fielder, comes up with 2 outs here in the fourth. Gold is down 6. And here after this inning, we'll check our social media accounts. And we've been checking a little bit with Facebook and people watching. We're trying to give them thank yous and shout outs. Do appreciate everybody watching and following and commenting and anything to do to expand our coverage for Stream Live Tampa. We've got big plans, big ideas, things that we want to do. Different parts of the area and actually different parts of the state have popped up. Vargas hits that one hard to deep center. That'll reach the fence, and he is looking like he wanted to go to 3. Probably no reason with 2 outs. Stops at second with a 2-out double. Oh, they get him. And as I'm looking down in my scorebook, the Gold team was going crazy on a 2-out double. I did not see it. Did you see it, Kavi?
They can't. What did you do? What happened? Because we missed it.
Let's go! I'm waiting for him.
So shortstop Antonio Rodriguez, we went straight to the source because we were looking down. I was marking the double in my book. Gavier was obviously watching all of his screens. And so we asked the shortstop when they come off the field what happened. After the double, Gold squad's going crazy. Vargas decides he just wants to float off second. Rodriguez, as he comes in, I asked him, he goes, I was waiting for him to step off. He looked like he was going to step off, and then he tagged him. Whew. Tough way to get called out, especially down 6. But hey, Rather see them do that now. As a fan of baseball and local products or local programs in the Tampa area, and hopefully we do a lot more with HCC baseball for the spring. And these guys would then be all in one team, so we'd rather see them do this now and have a mental mistake in this game and against another squad. So the end of 4, well, it's still 2014 Navy for the week. We'll go to the 5th. As Mason Robertson is still on the hill for the gold. Leading off will be Hunter Fitzgerald for the Navy, who has wielded a big stick this week. He had a home run yesterday, another double. Big lefty transfer out of Florida Southern. Left-handed hitter, I should say. He's playing third today. So Fitzgerald will lead it off here in the 5th with his Navy squad up 6, 20-14. And Mason Robertson will be on the hill for the goal. So Navy's going to try to play add-on here on out. Might be a little soon to say add-on. It's usually a late inning term you use for teams in the lead. Maybe they'll just try to add to their lead. It's fitting. Hearing Jeopardy music. The passing of the late, great, longtime host Alex Trebek. The ball misses inside from Robertson. Fitzgerald pulls that one foul way out in front of that. This is good timing with Hunter Fitzgerald at the plate. Looks like Colleen Fitzgerald has followed our page on Facebook, so we appreciate that. Anything you see, anybody that's watching, share the heck out of it. Retweet it, share it, like it, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's free. As Fitzgerald will fly out to the left. That'll bring up Antonio Rodriguez with that great heads-up defensive play to end the bottom of the 4th. Essentially an unassisted pickoff at second. I also want to thank Kathy Vi for following us on Stream My Tampa page on Facebook. As we were doing our best to look down at social media accounts as we are streaming live. As Robertson faced batter number 2 here in the top of the 5th. Shortstop Antonio Rodriguez for the Navy. Anything, people that are watching, family members, friends, or just fans of Stream Live Tampa. And if you have a son, nephew, grandson, anybody, friend that's in this program, do what you can to make it easier for the HCC baseball program to work with Stream Live Tampa, and we can show as many of the home games as we can, if not all of them. So that's something that we'll be talking with the program. Coach Javi Miranda and myself will continue our discussions with that. But we want to thank him. Again, he approached us at Showcase Camp for Game Time Prospects a couple weeks ago. He did not hesitate to say, hey man, let's see what we can do to work together. So getting a lot of great feedback, and especially a lot of the players are super polite and grateful that we're here. They were saying it before and after the games this week and before the game today. And as we get to know them a little bit more, and the more we can do for the spring, we get to know the players even more, and we can do some player focus, highlights, and maybe a weekly show, and a lot of stuff that we can do for the program. As Marlon Sanchez is up with 2 outs, 1 out. 2 outs. Here in the 5th, a 6-run Navy lead with the cumulative runs scored format that they're using this week, 20-14. As we're having a chance to check our phone, looks like the Wingo family has liked us has liked Streamlive Tampa on Facebook, so we appreciate that. Again, not that it matters, we are based out of East Hillsborough County in Valrico, and the other part of us, Streamlive Tampa, is in Apollo Beach, so we're South Shore and East Hillsborough County. But anything to do for Greater Tampa athletics, and this is the first time we've done anything on the college level here with HCC baseball here in Tampa. So that's an infield hit for Sanchez. See if the Navy can add on to their, or add to it. I'm going to catch myself doing it. That's a second base hit for Sanchez. Caleb Cali now at the plate. Transfer in from Florida State. Playing first today. So Robertson will deal to Cali. Go high and outside. Ooh.
Oh, good job, Marlon.
Whew. That is a good heads up by the base runner. Somebody said good job, Marlon, because that typically 99% of the time you see a ball go that high and outside and past the catcher, you're taking off. But with the netting here, it bounced right back to Kovacs, the catcher. He caught it in the air and immediately turned to throw to 1. And Sanchez was almost, and as we are talking about the good base running, he gets picked off. Not yet, but maybe, and he does. That's a 1-3-6 in the book. And that's how the baseball gods work. So it's a good move by Robertson. Sanchez, just as we were praising him for holding on the previous wild pitch, gets picked off first.
Honestly, you got out there in the back.
We go to the bottom of the 5th. This should be Alex Aguila, and it is. Switch hitter at a Hialeah, Florida. Transfer in from VCU, Junior Commonwealth. So Roy Peguero is still in the game for the Navy on the Hill. Local product out of Gaither. Looks like Marlon Sanchez will now go behind the plate. I think he's been there. This is the second inning because Vi went to first for an inning. All right, so the Gold down 6. Aguila's working that count. It's been 20-14. Navy's up 6 on the cumulative run scored format. Here for the Navy Gold Fall Series for HCC baseball here in Tampa. Another beautiful day, a little warmer, but we got some cloud cover. There's not many places having this weather right now in the middle of November playing some baseball. Man, is it good to be back at a ball field. And streaming some games for Stream Live Tampa. So you got a leadoff walk to Aguila. So this will be Adrian Maya, center fielder for the Gold. We got a couple bugs and a couple clay all over our table here. So I apologize for blowing into the mic. So Aguila with a leadoff walk. Peguero misses a little low and outside to Maya. Again, thanks for everybody watching. Looks like a lot of family members are liking our pages and watching the videos, and appreciate all the support. Excuse me. Ringos, Vise, Kovacs, Fitzgerald, anybody that that's just what I see on the first page here. Again, this is a trial run basis for us to work with HCC baseball exclusively this spring. So we'll have more discussions with them in the off season to stream more games, as many home games as we can. The perfect plan is for Coach Javi Miranda and ourselves that we had talked is to do all the home games. So we can work that into our schedules and see how we'll make that work. We'll make sure it works for the program and the school and Stream Live Tampa as well. Sanchez attempts the pickoff of Aguila at 1, and it's a little late. So Peguero, I believe this is his 3rd inning. Talked to him a little bit in between innings as where we're positioned is right behind home plate, but there's no traditional dugouts on this field. They're more like dugouts and 2-3 rows of bleachers. So the players are kind of commingling Navy and Gold. They're staying separate somewhat, but they're all here rooting on their teammates. So I was asking Roy Peguero in between how he was feeling. So that's a piece that I'm giggling because I'm hearing a lot of Spanish. It's funny. And of course that is injured infielder Jose Fulgencio. Talked to him before the game. He banged up his finger the very last play of the game at the plate, diving into home. So he's having a good time today, but he was pretty disappointed he couldn't play. He wanted to be out there with his teammates. So we got a leadoff walk and a base hit by Maya. This is Miguel Lariel is now in out of Orlando. He's up at the plate, I should say, to face Roy Peguero, who is trying to keep a 6-run lead for the Navy as the goal. Very similar to yesterday's game where they were down as many as 6. Today they've been down as many as 8 in the total run format used this week. they are mounting a comeback here in the late innings. First two runners, or first two batters get on. Mario takes a strike. So Lariel swinging in the 5-6 holes. They were playing kind of up the middle on the lefty. There wasn't really a shift, but kind of a modified shift. Gets that in a 5-6 hole for an infield base hit, his second hit of the game. So now we have bases loaded, no outs. Cleanup hitter for today, Luis Menendez, first baseman. Down in Miami is up. It's Piguero. He's going to continue out of the stretch. Bases loaded. Looks like the Navy's going to play corners in. So we'll try to cut down the lead run at home. If it goes to the corners, middle's going to play for 2. Concede a run if they can turn 2. Pretty standard. So Menendez, 0 for 2 on the day. Called out on strikes and popped out the second. So see if he can redeem himself. As it is bottom of the 5th, bases loaded, no outs. Gold down 6 runs for the week. Breaking ball outside, not a bad breaking ball either. Did hear in between innings. Didn't catch the player for the Gold as he was going from side to side behind us here. Had said something to Roy about, hey, you know, when you faced me, that first pitch you threw was a good slider. So good to see some healthy competition, but also supporting their teammates. As large 40-man roster for the fall here at HCC, pretty standard for JUCO and a lot of college programs. So a lot of these players are vying for positions on the roster, playing time, starting positions. See if they can latch on for Javi Miranda's. And that came back in fair. Javi Miranda's ball club. This should finish. So that was a strange inside-out swing that looked like it was off the end of the bat that was bouncing foul on the first base line. Right before it gets back in, or gets to the bag, it hit the cut of grass that's in the foul, on the foul side of the line, and cut back in, hit the first baseman's glove right by the bag, so it was considered fair. That was going foul 95% of the way down the line. So it goes as a 3U in the book. First base unassisted, and then there's a 6-3. So 1 run scored on the previous at-bat. Next pitch, swinging, was by Kovacs. And he's excited about a productive out. So 2 runs are in. Lariel will go to third. It's 6-3, 2 productive outs. Ooh. And Paulo Brassier, this is not back-to-back. The 2 players from France now hitting for the goal. Brassier's in the game, looks like for Thomas. Hits a rope up the middle. Now 3 runs are in. As Lariel scores. First 3 runners got on. They all got in. 2 productive outs and a nice base hit by Brassier to score. Super Mario Brothers playing behind us, I think. Yes. So now it is 20-17. So essentially kicked a field goal in this inning. The pull within 3, as that looks like that's going to be it for Piguero. This was probably 1 inning too many, but that's okay. They were going with one of their big arms. It looks like it's going to be for the spring, but maybe not. He wants to stay in. Michael Schuler, transfer in from FAU, one of the captains and fellow pitchers, went out for a visit, talked with Roy, and Roy was like, no, I'm going to finish this inning. So the goal's now scratched and clawed again. 3 runs back in this inning. Jared Wingo, up, takes first pitch, strike. Comes up with a runner at first. The Gold now down 3. And the cumulative run scored format, which I'll say quite often just so when people tune in, they see 20-17. What is that? They're keeping track of the winner for this week. Oh, and they got him at first if it was a good throw. Sanchez was trying to throw from his knees, but that's okay. So Peguero is just classic big man pitcher, wanting to battle, shirt untucked, the tail of it. He's not wanting to come out. He's probably thinking this is good practice. Get me out of this. Can't stay on top of that breaking ball. To Wingo. So let's see what Jared Wingo can do for his Gold teammates. As Lariel is going, good throw, off to the side a little bit. Sanchez just walks off. It was a mic drop after he threw it. The catcher. If catchers could bat flip, that was almost like a bat flip, but he didn't flip his mask or anything. He just threw it and started walking off. So it was good to get out of that for them, for the Navy. So Brossier's thrown out 2-4. Okay, it was the second baseman who took that third out. 3 runs in as the Gold gets back into it after 5. It's 20-17 Navy. Yeah. Okay, and we're listening to the players. Navy's wanting to know what's the score because now they know it's getting close. A couple of them have said, hey, you know what? We've stopped playing since the first inning. Maybe. It's just kind of the ebb and flow of a game in any sport. Especially in this format. All these guys know each other. They've been in the program since the beginning of the fall, I guess. So they were actually trying to become more of a unit as they prepare for spring 2021 season, which all spring sports were halted short back in March. 8 months ago yesterday would be the date. It was March 13th. It was also a Friday the 13th. The world kind of came to a screeching halt a little bit, or slowed down extensively. Now that we're starting to get back to normal a little bit, and everybody's either following guidelines or living their lives, however you want to look at it. Sports are back. Stream Live Tampa's back. And we're happy to be back on a ball field and working with head coach Javi Miranda here at HCC. He takes over as head coach of this junior college baseball program here in Tampa for his first season. He's been here 5 or 6 years as an assistant, so he's pretty pumped. And one of his first initiatives was, let's see if we can get Stream Live Tampa to show the games, at least the home games, since we're right here. So first pitch strike here on top of the 6th. Mason Robertson still in. This looks like Caleb Cali will still be on, as he was gonna come up with Sanchez at first where he was up when Sanchez got picked off at first. So again, 20-17 in the cumulative run scored format here for the HCC baseball Navy Gold Fall Series. This is the 3rd and final game of the week. We've been fortunate with the way the schedule worked out and the pending tropical storm, whatever you want to call that, high winds. It's a long-time Florida native. A lot of us kind of look at that and go, whatever. But the way the schedule worked out, we were able to do all 3 games, Tuesday evening or Tuesday late afternoon into the evening. Same with yesterday, late afternoon into the evening, and here on a Saturday morning. And then we are now into the afternoon as Robertson blows one by Cali for strike 3. That's the first out as Cam Vi comes up. thank you, Colleen Fitzgerald, for the nice words. We do our best. We have a good time at it, and we like being out and about at ball games. We've done some basketball. We could do some high school basketball again here soon as high school basketball season tips off here as early as next week. So those of you that weren't familiar with Stream Live Tampa before this week, started about a year ago. And high school basketball was one of the first sports that we did, just because of the timing of the year. Stream Live Tampa spawned from the Leonard High School baseball program. As my partner here with Stream Live Tampa, Javier Nunez, his son used to play there, Yo-Yo Nunez, who works with us from time to time. We do miss Yo-Yo and his efforts before, during, and after games that we do with Stream Live Tampa. And that is a little bit of a peeler by Vi into the right, short right field area, and it was a diving catch. It was an amazing catch by second baseman. Looked like Jared Wingo. I can't see. It's not. That looks like Miguel Lariel. No, he's at third. No, maybe he is at second. That is Lariel. I heard somebody say Mig, so that'll go as a F4. Not Coakley anymore. This is now Austin Anderson coming in for Coakley in the lineup. Takes 2 pitches. So we got 2 outs, top of the 6th, Navy up at the plate, up in this game and up for the series. The goal trying to mount a comeback. See if Robertson get a 1-2-3 inning here. Always helps after poking across 3 runs the previous inning to come right back with a stop. And Anderson pulls that one way foul. Way out in front of it. It's a good swing though. Checks a swing on the high fastball. Anderson keeps the count alive, keeps it going. It's a full count with 2 outs. Top of the 6th, nobody on. First 2 batters. And that's why I hesitated, because I was getting ready to say 3 up, 3 down. And that's what happened. So I lucked out there. Fly ball to center. And the goal now gets right back up after putting 3 across in the bottom of the 5th. They go 1, 2, 3. I'll hold the Navy to 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 6th. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th, and I think they're going to play 7. Actually, somebody had said they're going to try to play until the pitchers are out, but minimum 7 and maximum 9s will take a little bit of a break here. As we come back here at bottom of the 6th, Roy Piguero still in the game. Ooh, and that's an oops swing that they call foul. I think it hit Wingo in the leg. So Wingo's still at the plate after Brasier was thrown out at second, caught stealing. So it should be, could be, because they are subbing in players. At least I know the first two are confirmed. It's going to be Wingo and Garcia. And it should be Vargas. Miss. So check swing. Foul. Strike. And a swing and a miss strike. To start bottom to 6. Navy up 3. 20-17. Cumulative runs scored format again. Wingo's trying to take that over the wing house. Because we're on field 3 today. Last 2 games we were on field 2, which is obviously called the Derek Jeter Field. Here, this is the Babe Ruth Field. Field 3 of the Yankees minor league complex here in Tampa. We're on the corner of Dale Mabry Highway and Columbus Avenue. And over left field, over Columbus, the 4 portalets that I see behind left field is the wing house. So Jared Wingo up, it was kind of fitting. And he takes one to that wing house, a little bit to the right of it, and left center. Great running catch attempt, I guess I should say. That'll be a leadoff double for Wingo.
Hey, you're good, Roy. Get another one. Get another one.
So left fielder, I think that's still Jake Griffith out there. Ran a long way, and it almost looked like he caught the ball. But he did not, so it's a leadoff double for Wingo. We're on the bottom of the 6th as it's starting to get a little tight. So Roy Piguero, former Gaither High School product. I guess I should say he is a Gaither High School product. So it looks like we got a pinch runner coming in for Wingo as he's hobbling off a little bit. So Jason Thomas go out there, the speedster for the HCC Hawks. They'll go out and pinch run for Wingo at second. Essentially last bat out, or last out. Not that they're using any true rule for that. Thomas is just going out to run. Garcia lifts that one to left center. Griffith comes in, makes that catch. Thomas will hold. And another fly ball. Runner at second, less than 2 outs. You're down 3. Let's try to keep clawing away. I'm trying to tie it up on every swing. That's not just that at bat. That's just kind of the way the game is going nowadays. All right, so Piguero. Thomas at second, bouncing around. Just catches the outside corner on Vargas. Wilbert Vargas, the right fielder. Comes up here bottom 6. His goal team down 3 runs. And a runner at second with 1 out. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 1 and 2. Another good pitch. There, a slider right there by Paduro. Big strikeout number for the second island. Excuse me. You're in the 6th. So a leadoff double by Wingo. Really can't go wasted. Jason Thomas came in and pinch ran for Wingo. We're now up to Alex Aguila. He scored twice. Catches the outside corner. And we don't have traditional umpires this week. These are fellow players in the HCC program, standing behind the pitcher's mound when they can. I did not catch this player's name at the beginning, and I apologize. He's done a pretty admirable job because he is the only one. There's not even a base umpire. Stopped by Sanchez. Aguila. All right, so we got 2 outs. Runner at second, bottom of the 6th. 3-run deficit for the Gold Squad.
Yes, sir.
Rolls over on a ground ball to first. In the inning, 1 run stranded, a leadoff double. It's wasted. Jared Wingo. We will go into the 7th. It's still 20-17 on the cumulative runs format. As you're watching Stream Live Tampa, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, ASTV, amateur sports television. As we're showing HCC Hawks baseball, Navy Gold Fall Series. So it looks like Wingo is coming in to pitch. And that was probably why the pinch runner. Even though he did look like he was hobbled a little bit. He'll come in to pitch for the Gold here in the 7th. It's due up for the Navy should be Griffith, Marin, and Montes. 20-17 Navy again. Stream Live Tampa, HCC baseball, doing a trial run this week. So we did all 3 games of their Navy Gold Fall Series. Let's see how many games we can do in the spring, if not all of the home games. That's stuff that HCC baseball program with Javi Miranda, that being the first-year head coach, and us here at Stream Live Tampa will talk about. So any family members, anybody that's been watching, it seems like a lot of them with familiar last names to the guys on the rosters here are liking, sharing, commenting. Hey, whatever you guys can do to make that happen and make it easier on the athletic program and anything with Stream Live Tampa, we'll be more than happy to work with HCC baseball. As we're starting to get into the winter sports for high school, I know we're going to start doing some high school basketball here coming up to kind of get us to baseball and softball season, and then we'll have high school baseball and softball as well starting in February. But if we have an exclusive deal with HCC baseball, that will always come first before we have high school. So anything the families can do, small businesses, medium, large, spread the word, have them contact us. And we'll work with HCC baseball as best we can. Make it easy on Javi Miranda and their budget and what we can do, and we'll get everything scheduled way ahead of time. So we'd be honored to be exclusive live streamers for HCC baseball here in the spring of 2021. So as we go into the 7th, Navy hangs on to a 3-run lead in the cumulative runs scored format, as Jake Griffith will lead off against Jared Wingo, now taking the hill for the Gold. First pitch swinging, ground ball to second. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Oh, Mikey, vamos.
Now up is, I believe this is a new batter. This is Marin. He's number 4. Gil Madden. First pitch misses low. That was that one off. 1-1 on Marin. That pitch.
Too low, too low. Good call. That's too low.
That one misses high.
Hey, uno más que un mal picheo.
2-2. I guess it was not 2-2, so you could hear me. I thought my mic was off as I'm asking Javier, hey, what was the count there? The last couple games we were having, one of the players saying on the Game Changer app was sitting next to us, and I would just kind of glance down at the count because they were right on it. And sometimes, we're handling the scoreboard, we're checking their social media. It's a 2-man deal right here outside of a cameraman down third base line. But right here at our so-called production truck behind home plate, we're doing a little bit of everything. That'll be a walk to Marin. I'll try to all 3 of them. So it'll be a 1-out walk from Jared Wingo. And now at the plate, looks like a new batter. Oh, that's right. He did come in. He came in for Montez. Ben Miguelarisi. I don't know if that's true, if that's right. Also from Riverview High School, former Riverview High School player. So the Navy right here with a 3-run lead. Oh, that one looks like that might fall. Oh, that's a good play by the left fielder. 3-run lead, and they've just gotten kind of quiet since that first inning. A couple 1, 2, 3 innings. Lead has dwindled to 3. As Wingo comes in, gets a second out. As Fitzgerald will come up. Hunter Fitzgerald.
Go, Hunter. Grab something here. Let's go. Come on.
Hey, we're going out 5.
All right, Saul, let's go. Drive it. Go. Let's go, Hunter.
As I'm looking at a couple comments on our Facebook page. The catcher is Fabian Kovacs. One of the 2 players from country of France on this roster, both on the goal, actually, on the overall HCC program roster that head coach Javi Miranda spoke highly of. And they did a couple good games yesterday. We were talking about them. Both extremely fundamentally sound. We love seeing that. A couple bunting. And Brasier was bunting. I think he's the only one that's attempted a bunt all 3 games. So now we go to bottom 7. We're going to confirm if this is going to be the actual last half inning.
The last inning. This is the last sub. No, I still got a pitch. We got another inning.
No chance.
I got 2 innings.
So we're listening to the players behind us. This is what we were talking about a little earlier. is we thought before the game, okay, is it going to be 7 innings, someone to go 9, and somebody had said, well, now we might just make sure we get all our pitchers in that are eligible to pitch. So we're hearing one person say that it's the last half inning. Obviously, the Navy players want this to be the last half inning. They got a 3-run lead. Looks like Cam Coakley will come in, former Steinbrenner high school player, and transfer to the HCC program from Stetson. So Coakley will come in and he will face.
When I looked before my bat, I looked up and you were out there. I'm like, he's going back? I was ready. I'm still ready.
He will face here in the bottom of the 7. Looks like Adrian Maya. I can't see if there's anybody coming in for the other batters. It should be Maya, Lariel, and Menendez. And everybody commenting. Looks like all good stuff. I mean, we had little issues at the beginning, which happens with live streaming and anything live. We kept our audio, but Javier Nunez, he definitely knows what he's doing on the technical side. So we made sure we got the cameras back up. Sometimes we had 1, sometimes 2, then we had all of them. I know today we do not have a center field. We do have a center field, okay. I cannot see the camera angles from where I'm at, but I thought I saw it when I looked at it on Facebook. There's been a lot more people that have watched in this game as opposed to the other 2 games during the game. We have a lot of that it's reached out to. That's been the highest number for the 3 games. So I'm assuming that number will go up after. We appreciate all the shares, comments, likes, retweets. And I'm going to try to pronounce this name. Loic Patry. Patry. Looks like pastry without an S. Was asking about Kovacs. So that name looks French. I did my best. I appreciate your comments that you're watching your friend Fabian Kovacs playing behind the dish today. Looks like they were just looking for the name to get mentioned, so of course. Thanks for the comment from the Thomas family. Awesome coverage. We're doing the best we can. Yeah, live feed announce, yeah. We have a blast doing this stuff. And we're growing. Our equipment is growing. Our gear is growing. We're doing a little more. It's our first college athletic event of any kind. We've been primarily, well, we take that back. We had the Florida Gulf Coast League. How quickly I forget. The first college softball summer league of any kind for college softball. We had that over the first half of the summer. But I guess as far as an actual college program, and not just over the summer or anything, this is the first that we've done with HCC baseball. And hopefully we do a lot more. So everybody watching, you have a big part of that, making that happen. You can contact Stream Live Tampa directly. Any type of sponsorship opportunities, donations, anything we can make it easier on the HCC baseball program budget. Head coach Javi Miranda and the school and Stream Live Tampa will talk more between now and when the season starts in January. But for right now, we got Cam Coakley on the hill for the Navy here in the bottom of the 7th. Facing Adrian Maya for the gold, as the gold squad is down 3.
Let's go, team. Let's go, team. No, sir. No, sir. He wanted it. He wanted it.
So, as we were confirming with Wilbert Vargas from the gold and Roy Piguero for the Navy, if this was truly going to be the last half inning, and they both agreed. the microphone fell off my headset. So then we had to put that back on. So Coakley again, still same batter as when I was on before. We're a little behind on the count, I think. So Coakley against Maya. The lead off, the bottom of the 7th. This will be the last half inning. The Gold is down 3 runs.
My arm feels amazing.
Coakley pulls a string on that. And that is a leadoff strikeout from Cam Coakley. Then that's Roy Piguero. He's 10 feet from us. Yeah, I'm assuming he's saying a lot of stuff that's clean, but it's funny. So now we got Miguel Lariel, the third baseman for the Gold today. He's played the whole game. So this might be Navy Gold Fall Series, but the players want to win. Teams want to win. They're being competitive. So Coakley misses on that pitch. Bottom of the 7th, 3-run lead for the Navy. 20-17, up a field goal for you football fans on this college football Saturday. Pitch misses low and inside. Somebody's a Toys R Us kid. 2-0 swing. Fly ball to left. As Roy Piguero is smelling victory as he gives the choke sign on the Gold players. And now we have Luis Menendez. Luis Menendez will try to keep it alive for the Gold as
I would pinky swear, but my pinky ring too big.
so at one point they were down 8 runs for the week. Now they're down 3. So Cam Coakley for the Navy trying to close this one out. To give a 3-run victory for the Navy squad here in the HCC baseball Navy Gold Fall Series. But Luis Menendez will try to keep his Gold squad alive. That is in there for strike 2. 1 pitch away. So Cam Coakley, transfer from Stetson, former player at Steinbrenner High School. Here outside of Tampa, right here in the heart of Tampa, HCC. Navy Gold Fall Series. 1-2 on Luis Menendez, and the Navy squad is feeling it. They're looking like they want to charge the field after this. And the pitch by Coakley is hit high into right center. They camp under it, and it's a victory for the Navy. 20-17 in a really fun, entertaining Navy Gold Fall Series for HCC baseball as the Navy defeats the Gold. And they're spraying water and they're celebrating just as much as anything else. Hey, we were talking with some of the players before today. They have not had a lot of competitive action since March. Some games, couple games, 1 game each for the Navy and the Gold versus other programs in the area. Other JUCO programs in the area, but that's it for each team. So they've been practicing and scrimmaging and doing the best they can. So they use this as much competition that they can create and practice for the program. As with it being an odd year, they can't do too much in the fall right now as playing in a fall league or anything. But we want to thank head coach Javi Miranda, first-year head coach, been on the staff for a while, but taking over the HCC Hawks baseball program this year, this fall, and the first spring season will be coming up. And again, we're gonna be talking with them and doing more games. We'd love to be exclusive live stream affiliate for HCC baseball. And on behalf of my partner Javier Nunez, you've been watching Stream Live Tampa this week. The HCC baseball Navy Gold fall season.